the last week of May, I can go into these areas and catch a bunch of fish. And I'll go into these areas, and like right now, this is the time of year the bluegill are really spawning. Bass are still up shallow, garden fry, feeding on bluegill. And I've caught them for 40 years in the same places. Guys, we rolled through those areas today, some of the dozen spots that I have caught them every single year, and there's nothing there. There's no bluegill, there's no sign of life, there's no shad, there's no bass. We didn't catch any bass today in those areas that I have caught them for 40 years in a row. Literally 40 years in a row, they're completely gone. We had to wind up, the fish we caught today, I had to move offshore and catch them deeper, which is normally something you don't have to do. But normally these places that I'm talking about, these are shallow post-spawn areas that are in less than 5 or 6 feet of water, where there's a heavy amount of bluegill spawning and the bass are just in their garden fry. They're not there. Those fish are gone. So I have talked about this a lot, that I've noticed the precipitous decline in the shallow bass at Table Rock Lake. I've talked about this a lot the last 2 years. Guys, the shallow population of bass at Table Rock that have been there for the past 50 years that I've been fishing the lake do not live there anymore. And that is why you're seeing the live scopers completely dominate Table Rock Lake. It's like Table Rock Lake is nothing but a live scope lake now. It's like if you don't live scope, you can't compete in the tournaments at all, 12 months out of the year. And the problem that you have here, and I've talked about this a little bit before, is people are catching fish out off the bank with the live scope at Table Rock Lake that they didn't even know were there before. And they're still catching decent bags in tournaments, so it creates this illusion that Table Rock is okay. Guys, Table Rock Lake is not okay. I can promise you, if they had a big BFL tournament or whatever next weekend at Table Rock Lake and there was no spotlighting allowed, guys, the weights would be pathetic. Because those fish, if you try to catch bass at Table Rock Lake, not just now, but about any time out of the year, except when every bass is on the bed, you're gonna suck. I just don't think the fish are there. I don't think that they've moved out off into deeper water. I just think those fish are gone. I think a lot of them have been killed by delayed mortality in tournaments. I think there's a hell of a lot more people that keep and eat bass than what people realize. I think there's a lot of bass eaters out there, and Table Rock Lake it's a clear water lake, so a lot of people fish at night. And guys, I have seen just countless numbers of bass carcasses at the boat ramp where guys have went